and welcome to today's video. So today I am filming a fairly exciting video. It's going to be my 2018 TBR. So if you guys know, I've stopped doing monthly TBR videos, so I thought that I would just do a TBR video talking about all the books I want to read in the year. Fairly excited to talk about the crap ton of books that are sitting beside me. Let's just get started in the video. This is in no particular order, so let's just get started. So all of these books that I'm talking about are books that I own, and they're not rereads, they're new books on my TBRs. The first book I'm going to talk about is Every Day by David Levithan. So this book I actually already started, and I'm on page 76. I put it down for some reason. I honestly can't remember why. I think I just wasn't really in the mood for it, so I put it down. But I did enjoy what I had read. So the movie's coming out I think this year, and the trailer dropped not that long ago and it looked really interesting, and so that just made me want to read this book that much more, so I'm very excited. This book is about this person who every day wakes up in a different body. He's been doing this for as long as he can remember. He has no recollection of who he was before all this started. He doesn't know if he's a boy or if he's a girl, so every day he wakes up in a different body. And one day he wakes up in this guy's body, and this guy has a girlfriend, and he starts to get feelings for this guy's girlfriend. And so from then on, every person that he takes control of every day, I suppose, he goes looking for this girl. And I'm assuming a very weird love story, but I'm honestly so intrigued and I'm very excited. And the next book is They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. So it's essentially about this world where there's this program called Deathcast. So essentially, on the day you're gonna die, they give you a call and basically tell you to get everything in your life in order and prepare to die, essentially, by the end of the day. So our main character, Mateo, gets called by Deathcast and is told that he's gonna die. And so there's this app where you can meet other people who are dying on the same day that you are, and our main character meets this other boy who is dying on the same day he is, and they kind of just live the day together, and I'm assuming they fall in love, and I'm assuming it's really sad because it's literally called They Both Die at the End, so it's gonna be heartbreaking. Then I have some Sarah J Maas books to talk about, because I'm quite behind. So the first two are from Throne of Glass. So first we have The Assassin's Blade. This is the novella collection from before Throne of Glass takes place, and I've heard amazing things about this novella collection. I hope that I can get to it this year because I really like to. And the other Throne of Glass book that I really need to read is Empire of Storms by Sarah J Maas. So I have not read this one yet. This is the fifth book in the Throne of Glass series, and I really loved Queen of Shadows, which was the fourth book. So I don't really know why I didn't pick this one up right away. I think it's because I wasn't in the right mood. I think it's because I wasn't in the right mood, and then I heard kind of mixed reviews about it. But I just honestly need to read this book. And the last Sarah J Maas book is A Court of Wings and Ruin. This is the third book in the Court of Thorns and Roses series. But this one came out earlier this year. I bought it right away, and I just haven't been in the mood to read it. I've also heard a lot of mixed reviews on this one, and I've heard some controversial things, and it's just I need to read it because I do love this series and I want to see how Feyre and Rhys's story ends. Oh my god, I totally forgot I actually started this. I'm on page 40. I'm gonna have to start that all over again because I don't remember a thing. So now I'm going to talk about Cassandra Clare books. So I have 3 from the Shadowhunter world, and then 2 from books she co-wrote with Holly Black. So I have to read the Copper Gauntlet and the Bronze Key, which are the second and third book in the Magisterium series. I read the Iron Trial at some point, I think in 2016. So these ones I really need to get to because I really enjoyed the Iron Trial, and there was a huge plot twist at the end that I'd really like to see fleshed out in these books, so I definitely need to get to these ones. But this is a middle grade series about this boy named Cal who has to participate in the Iron Trial, which is essentially a trial to get into a magic school called Magisterium, and he does not want to go to this school because his dad has been like feeding information into him that is negative towards the school and basically blames the school for his wife's death, and so he doesn't want Cal to go to the school, so Cal doesn't want to go to the school, so he tries to fail the test, but he fails at failing the test and he ends up getting into the school, and it's really, really great. I really, really enjoy it. I also highly recommend it. Okay, so for Cassandra Clare's other books, I need to return to Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy by Cassandra Clare, Sarah Rees Brennan, Maureen Johnson, and Robin Wasserman. So this is the novella collection that came out in 2016. I did start reading it. I'm almost halfway through. Got up to page 210. For some reason I put it down. I think it's because I didn't want to carry it around with me to places or to school. It was something like that. And then I just never went back to it. So I need to get back to it because I was really, really, really enjoying it. It's essentially stories from Simon's point of view from after City of Heavenly Fire. So I can't really say anything about it because it will totally spoil City of Heavenly Fire. But it's really, really interesting. I definitely want to read this before I read Lord of Shadows, which is a great segue into the next book that I need to read, Lord of Shadows. So this is the sequel to Lady Midnight. It's the second book in the Dark Artifices trilogy. The last book's coming out at the end of this year. So all I know is I need to read these books before December 3rd, I think. Dark Artifices series is essentially the sequel series to the Mortal Instruments. It follows different sets of characters, but the Mortal Instruments characters still appear in this series. And then I also need to read the oh god. To read the Bane Chronicles because I've had this for years. It was in my birthday book haul of 2015. And I just haven't read it yet. So it's basically just stories all about Magnus Bane. And I don't know why it's taking me this long to read it because Magnus Bane's one of my favorite characters. So the next book that I really want to read is Warcross by Marie Lu. A signed copy of it. Oh my god, so beautiful. I wasn't going to read this book until I saw that it was signed. But yeah, so I don't really know what this is about. I know it's about like hackers and video games, which is why I wasn't going to read it because I'm not really into that kind of thing. But because it's Marie Lu and I love the Legend trilogy, and because I bought a signed copy, I just about it, I really need to read it. And the next Marie Lu book I'm going to talk about is The Young Elites. So I really want to read this one because I really wanted to read it when it was like first coming out, but I just never got around to buying it. It's interesting, so I'm excited. I'm all for new Marie Lu books. Next book is Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia. This book seems really interesting. It's about like fan fiction and fandoms and nerdiness and cuteness, and I'm really excited. The next one is Geekerella by Ashley Poston. So this is another kind of nerdy book. It takes place at a con. So I'm very excited to read this one. Then we have The Becoming of Noah Shaw, which is one of the books that I want to read soon. This is the first book in the Shaw Confessions trilogy. It is a companion sequel trilogy to the Mara Dyer trilogy, all in Noah Shaw's point of view. I love Noah Shaw. He was like the best part, hands down, of the Mara Dyer series, and so I'm super thrilled, super excited to read from his point of view because he's fantastic. After I reread The Retribution of Mara Dyer, I'm going to be reading this book and I'm so excited about it. That was all the books that I decided to talk about today. There are some other books that I would like to get to, but I think these ones are the ones I'm most likely to get to this year. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Give it a huge thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Comment down below what books you want to read this year, or if you've read any of these books and want to tell me which ones I should read first, and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!